Some of you know that I injured both of my shoulders when I chartered the yacht in Croatia last August and had a little mastermind meeting on that yacht, doing water sports. I was on a raft and the raft flipped over, and it didn't hurt terribly bad at the time, but wow, about a week or two later, I was in serious pain. And I really have been in serious pain for the last, what is that, 7 months, 6 months? It's pretty darn bad. Here's the lesson. I have not been able to work out because of the shoulder pain. And the lesson here applies to real estate investing. The lesson is, I was in pretty good shape when the accident happened. But had I been in better shape, I would have had more reserves, if you will, right? Reserves of fitness, of muscle. And now the fact that I haven't been able to work out, and I guess I have valued my travel and my excursions over getting consistent, good physical therapy, which probably would have helped a lot. I did have a session in Lima, Peru last week. I've had a couple sessions in different locations, but it's probably a value judgment. It would be much better being at home in one place, going to the same physical therapist 2 or 3 times a week. I probably would be all recovered now, but that's beside the point. The point is, if you have an accident, whether it be in your investing business, if you will, or whether it be in your physical life, it's better to have more reserves. It's better to have more than you need, right? Had I been in better shape when the accident happened, right, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad because my ligaments and my tendons would have been stronger. Maybe that would have prevented the injury to some extent. Or at least, having not been able to work out all this time, I'd be in much better shape now and I'd feel better if I had more reserves. So what is the lesson there? When it comes to our financial life, a lot of us, we're just sort of getting by, right? We're thinking, okay, well, I'm going to plan for my future. I'm going to invest in income property, the most historically proven asset class in the entire world. But, I'm not going to go for it. I'm not going to go hard. I'm just going to, buy a couple of houses, right? And I'm going to have a couple of rental properties. But if tragedy strikes, right, if you have that unexpected problem in your life, if you lose that job, if you lose that business, if you have a medical emergency, whatever, anything can happen. And life is extremely delicate. It's very tender. So we want to have more reserves. Now, I have always said, and people have asked me over the years many times, how much cash should I have in reserve? Well, the answer is, and always has been, 4% of the value of your real estate portfolio. Are there any exceptions to that? Maybe, sure, yeah. If you have a giant portfolio, right? If you have $100 million portfolio of real estate, do you need $4 million set aside? I don't know. It depends on the type of properties and so forth. Probably not. Why? Because the law of large numbers is working in your favor. Think about it. Think about the casino game roulette. I don't gamble. Well, I guess I gamble a little bit in business and life, but I don't gamble in Las Vegas, right? Just doesn't interest me. But think about the game roulette, right? You've got red and black, and most of the time, one of those is going to win. And those are just 1-to-1 odds, right? But there's the 0 and the double 0. And just with those 2 positions out of all the other positions that are either red or black or odd or even on the table, right? That's how the casino wins. It wins because of the law of large numbers. So the other lesson there, have a larger portfolio of investments, because the likelihood of them all going bad at the same time is extremely low. We all know that, right? So if you have, the old saying, right? If you have one property and it's vacant, you have a 100% vacancy rate. If you have 100 properties and only one is vacant, well, you only have a 1% vacancy rate. The law of large numbers. Write in the comments below, if you're watching this on video, what your thoughts are on that.